Hello. I think everybody can hear me. Let me know in the chat box real quick if you can hear me. Say, hello, I can hear you. And that will be great because then we can get started. I wanted to wait for a few more people to show up, so we'll just do some chat box hellos. Hello, everyone. How are you? We actually have a pretty good crowd today, which I'm excited about. And the cat came too, so awesome. Let's just spend a few minutes making sure everybody can get in the room okay. And hi, good. It looks like we have 2 people now. That's awesome. Okay. There's 23 registered today, which is amazing because I think last week was 5. And so in the last 7 days, like 18 new people signed up. So I'm very excited. I don't see your chats. I want to make sure you can hear me. Chat is unmuted. It's to everybody. Okay. And once I get confirmation there, chat box is enabled. Okay. Make public messages. Great. So we got our live Q&A today and full training to get you set up. Sherry, I see you're here, and I want to make sure that you get your questions answered today as well. So let's start. Yeah, I'm hoping a few more of the people who signed up come to the training. So anyway, it's been a good week. Been a very good week. I got to talk about MPA to people and help people see what's going on and how they can even get involved. And the most amazing thing is my mom actually said, well, how can I do this? And my mom never understands anything I do online ever. So that was pretty cool to have her say, oh, is this something I could do? I'm like, yeah, it is. That would be pretty neat. I think you should get involved. So let's see. I do not see any chats today. So if somebody could give me a hello in the chat box, then I'll quit stalling and get going. We got 2 people. Okay. Yeah, I think everybody's waiting for this replay. So I will get going. Let's just start. Why not? Why not, you say? All right. So we're going through. So one of the big things I want to help people with is the big questions are, how do you explain this to your family? How do you explain it to other people so they get it too? And I've already had people say, you know, I don't get this, or they want to tell you why it's not going to work. And I will show you today my results in the last week. So you will be able to see exactly what's going on and what results I'm getting, because if I can do it, I know anyone can do it. Okay. I've spent a lot of years online, sometimes making a little bit of money, sometimes making none. This is the first time that I've actually seen daily income every day. And I want this to be something that all mamas, and I say aunties, uncles, and grandmas too, can do in order to help increase their ability to make profits online so that they can go out and do the things they love to do. So let me share my screen. And once we get that going, you should be able to see my screen now. Hopefully that'll look great. Okay, so this is what you have come to today, is Money Mamas. And what I want you to learn about Money Mamas today is that real people can make real money. That's the big thing. So what you're going to get today is the full explanation, full disclosure, the full earnings model of how you can actually make money and start now, the complete setup and walkthrough, and the complete overview of the system and how to do it. And also a live demonstration where I take you into my back office so that you can see what it is that Money Mamas is and how we are making our money. Now, Money Mamas is my little, I'll call it a club. It's my little club of getting people up and set up and going so that they can make money online. So first of all, the full explanation. Now I'm going to roll over. I'm going to run through everything that you need to know, and then we're going to circle back and go through it much slower. So I want you to know that the platform we're using is called My Paying Ads, or MPA for short. There's other ones. There's one called MAP, and there's one called Traffic Monsoon. There's a bunch of different platforms, and what they do is they are called revenue share models. And what happens with a revenue share model is you think of it a little bit like stock market, in that the more money that's put in, the more money there is to share. That's why it's called a revenue share model. So having 91,000 members is really, really great. That means there are people putting money into the pot, as we'll call it, so that everybody gets to share that money later. Now, this is probably bringing up a lot of questions for you, because I know it brought up a lot of questions for me when I first started. And it makes you go, well, where does this money come from? And that's what I want to help you understand today, so that you walk out of here saying, I get it, and you're excited and you want to start earning right away. I will also show you real results from real people and show you how to get started. So Uday, I believe his last name is Uday Neri is the owner and founder. And what I really appreciate about him and his team, he's got a team of about 10 people that are in the Facebook group every day. There is a closed Facebook group that's for the MPA users. Not all 91,000 people are in it. There's about 30,000 people in the Facebook group, but they answer questions every day. One of the top programmers and people taking care of people, kind of like HR, I guess is her job. Her name is Brigitte, and I believe she is from Germany, but I sent her a Facebook message, and within seconds she wrote me back. Even though there's 30,000 other people who have questions, she wrote me back right away and helped me. They are fantastic. So you might see these other models where you're like, well, you know, I don't know who's running this thing. The person who's running it and the people running it are real people. The people getting results are real people. So they update the site, they update the users, they update everybody on what's going on to make sure that at no time is anybody confused about what's happening. I am confused why there's no chats in the chat box. Last time we had a lot of activity going on. I don't see any chats, so that's kind of a bummer. But I will show you how to get in touch with me later. If for some reason the chat's not working, I can't imagine why. Everything's on. I made all the messages public. I just don't see anything, but I'm not going to worry about it. I will go through this. Anybody getting this on the secondary end where you're watching it after we're watching the replay, you will still get all the information and be able to start. So this was an update from December 1st. You'll see the date from Facebook, December 1st, 2015. As of then, there was 87,000 members. There are now over 91,000. And when we go on the site later, I will show you how many members there are. The payout's been over $4 million. And they've got a really high Alexa ranking, which means this site is very active, and it's also got a lot of credibility. 2 times PayPal reviewed and approved, and it is really great. I want to warn you, though, if you want to go jump over there and do it yourself, wait till I give you the link to join. Don't just go and Google My Paying Ads and join right now, because you will be assigned to a random sponsor, and that sponsor will get all of the commissions for anything you put in. And it's a little bit challenging to change it. You also won't get the benefit of asking me questions because you'll have another sponsor. Anybody who is you and under me, my referrals, people who join under me and their people get to have the benefit of having me answer questions. If you go with someone else, then you have to have them answer questions, and you have no idea who they're going to assign you to. They're just going to assign you to someone. So please stick with me. But My Paying Ads, the business model is that you buy advertising. And when you buy advertising, you are eligible to make revenue based on how many ads there are out there. However, you never have to use your ads or post any ads for anything to share in the revenue. I actually went ahead and used all my ad credits this week because I figured why not? Like I have them. So I created banners. That's another benefit you can get is I can help you create banners when you're on my team and show you how to do that so you can start getting more people under you or advertise something else. It's totally up to you. But I used my credits. I haven't checked them, but people are clicking on my ad. I mean, I had 23 people sign up. So the way it works, like I said, is you buy shares of ads. You buy an ad pack, and the ad pack gives you so many credits to advertise. That's how this business model works. That's how the company makes money, is that they have people paying to advertise. Every time you get credits towards advertising, you have shares now. You have shares in the pool of revenue that is generated every hour. So it's actually twice an hour, every 30 minutes, and I'm not sure exactly when they do it, but they calculate how much money was spent on ad packs in that 30-minute block, and they distribute it evenly amongst everybody who has active ad shares. And again, I will show you a live demonstration so you see exactly what I mean. But right now you're probably saying ad shares, what? I don't get it. But it will all make sense when we get to the live demonstration. And you get paid as long as you do what you need to do. So yes, there is something to do. Yeah, well, what do I need to do? The thing you need to do in order to stay eligible is click 10 ads per day. That's it. This will keep your shares active. And again, I will demonstrate how to do that in the live demo. Each ad stays on for 10 seconds. So this takes you approximately 100 seconds a day to keep earning. Right now, and I wanted, like I said, full disclosure. So I'm going to show you exactly how much I have. I'll tell you exactly how much I put in, and you can see where my earnings are and how much my ad shares are worth now. And you'll also see why I am so excited about this. The second thing you need to do is make sure that you click ads in every 24-hour period. You don't have to do more than that. In other words, it doesn't help you to click 40 ads in 24 hours or 40 ads at a time in 24 hours. You have to wait at least 24 hours before doing the next 10 clicks. However, I found something out that was really cool. When you do the 10 ads, you click your 10 ads, which means you watch each ad for 10 seconds. Like little commercials, or they're advertising for other people's sites and businesses. You don't have to do anything. You don't opt into anything. You just observe their website. That's it. You don't even leave My Paying Ads website to do that. They have everything embedded, and there's a counter at the top, and it tells you when 10 seconds is up. It credits you for visiting that site. You're done. But you are eligible to be in the receiving pool of revenue for 24 hours as long as you've clicked 10 ads. At 24 hours and 1 minute, you no longer are receiving revenue and you have to click 10 more. However, what I learned is, let's say at 8 a.m. you click your 10 ads, you can go back at 8 p.m., click 10 more ads, and that restarts your 24-hour cycle. So so you can actually break them up. And I've done that, which was kind of cool because I didn't know, I was at a family event this weekend, and I had done on Friday, I did 9 a.m., which meant on Saturday I would need to do 9 a.m. or I wouldn't be earning anymore. And I knew I'd be on the road because I had to drive to Bakersfield, which is about a 2-hour drive. So Friday night, I clicked my 10 ads from my cell phone. Just from my cell phone, I just clicked 10 ads, and that reset it. So then I had all day Saturday until 8 p.m. to be required to click 10 more ads. Does that make sense? So that's your job. And of course, in order to be in the pool, you do need to purchase your ad shares. You'll know you clicked your 10 because you have a message on the overview page that says you are in surf free mode. And if you haven't clicked ads, you'll see that you have yet to surf 10 ads. And you'll never need to recruit or ask anybody else to join. This is not an MLM. It's not a multi-leg level marketing. However, when you do invite people to join, you make a 10% commission off of all ad shares they ever purchase for life, which is amazing. I make commissions every few hours when people buy things. Then it might be for 36 cents. It might be for a couple bucks. It doesn't matter. But for their entire life of when they are buying ad shares, I will get a commission. And this is not cash out of your pocket. What you're going to see is pretty amazing. You actually can start with a set amount that you put in, and you end up recycling that money, because every time you make a little bit of money, you buy more ad shares until you get up to a level where you are happy with how much money you're making per day. And then you start pulling money out. They also said that you will be, well, no, right now you are eligible for guaranteed referrals after 30 days. Remember when I said if people sign up, they assign you a random sponsor? You will be in that pool of being a random sponsor, which means you'll get people to sign up under you without you knowing who they are. But there was even another thing that said they were going to start a program to help people get guaranteed referrals. So they really want this to work. They really want people to be happy. They want them to stay in, and they want everybody to make money. Because when people are making money and they're happy, they're repurchasing ads. They're not leaving to go to another site. And you will find that the MPA group, I think, is supportive like no other model that I've ever seen. The people in it are just, woohoos, high fives. They help everybody get their questions answered. When somebody has a concern or they're, a little scared about something, there's 20 people that have their backs. 20. It's amazing. So like I said, full disclosure, I will show you my screen shares, and then we'll go into my actual account. You will see how much I've earned. And actually, this shouldn't say 10 days anymore, because it's been about 2 weeks now. I've been in for about 2 weeks. My total initial investment when I started was $20. I started with $20 because, probably like you, I had no freaking clue what any of this meant, and I did not want to put any more money in. That just sounded like a terrible idea to me. Well, once I figured it out and I understood what was going on and how much money potential I had, I wanted it to go a lot faster. So I put in $600. I had $600. I put in $600. So that made my total $620. And then last week I put in another $100. So my total to date that I put in is $720. And the reason I did that is because I have a plan where in the next, I'm going to say 3 to 4 months, probably 4 months. I think by April, I really, really positively think by April, I will be making $500 to $750 a day. That's right, a day that I can take out in cash, not be reinvesting any of my own money, not putting in my own money, but just continually recycling the money that I make from MPA back into buy more shares, but be able to take out $500 a day. Their limit right now is $750 a day, which comes out to $22,800 a month. If I'm making $22,800 a month, I am fine with that. I'm totally fine not being a millionaire. $22,000 a month passive income is great by me. Results are not typical. Need to say that. You will see that everywhere. Whoops. You will always see that said, because this is not an investment. It's very important that you understand this is not an investment of your money. This is an ad share model with revenue sharing, which means you are buying something. You are actually purchasing ads, like I said. However, you never actually have to use those ads. You can, and it's recommended. Like, you bought the credit, you might as well advertise something, but you don't have to. If you want to, talk to me, because now I figured out how to make banners. I can make banners that have animation on them that are the right size and get those up so that when you see the ads, yours can be in the rotation of what's being clicked. And a lot of people are just going to click and look at them and leave, but there is going to be that percent who actually follow through and they go, wow, that looks interesting, I want to do that. I also think these ads are not just being shown to us, but they're being shown to other people too. So you get, it's not quite free advertising, but if you're paying for advertising, might as well use it, right? So live demo of earnings received by members. Yes, I will show you that. You never actually lose money, but it might take you a while to make the money you want. If you think that $700 sounds like an absolute crazy amount to put in, it might sound like a lot to you, and to other people, it might not sound like very much. You can start with whatever you want. You can literally start with $5. However, starting with $5, as you'll see, is going to grow much slower than if you were able to put some more money in to buy more shares quickly. I just am way too impatient to wait. First, I was like, no, $20, and I can just see how this goes. But once I saw that I was actually accruing money after the first day, and it wasn't much, it was, a few pennies, $1 here. I actually started an account for my children, and, on the first day, it was $1.20. So I went back and bought another share at $1, and that's very slow growth. But for me, I wanted it to be quicker because I want to be a little more aggressive. I want more ad shares purchased to get to higher levels quicker. However, people are doing it with an additional investment of $40. Seriously, put in $40, 6 months, 7 months later, they're like, wow, I did it. I'm making $200, $300, $400 a day consistently. And they never put in more money out of pocket than $40. I know other people who have gotten to the high levels much quicker in less than 6 months and started with 7,000 in. So it's really all about where you're starting. But what I really like about this is it doesn't prohibit or inhibit, I should say, anybody from starting depending on income. If you have $5, you can get started and you can start earning. If you ask people to join under you and they can put in more, you're going to always make 10% of that. I don't make a commission off people who you invite under you. I only make commission off people who I invite under me. So the next level down, your referrals, money comes to you. The reason that helps me is because once you understand how amazing this is and how you can use this to grow up to a level where you're making literally $500 to $700 a day, you're going to be more excited to put that money back into buying ads. And every time you buy ads, I get a commission. So down your downline, as they call it, if somebody buys some ad shares and you get a commission, and then you're excited and you buy ad shares, then I get a commission, and then I'm excited and I buy ad shares, then my sponsor gets a commission, and everybody really helps each other. It's cool. But like I said, you never actually have to invite anybody. This is not something where it's like you have to get all your friends to do it, and you have to make sure everyone and their mom is under you or you make no money. It's not like that. Invite people or don't. It's totally up to you. It depends how much you either want to recruit and see that there's a benefit to you, or if you don't like sales, forget it. You don't have to. I think that's cool. So your earnings are going to be small at the beginning, just so you know, unless you start with a lot of money. But I'm going to show you how to do this in a way that I think is very effective. I want to call it a strategy for how you buy your ad shares. So you're not just coming in and purchasing $7,000 right up front, but doing it a little bit differently so that you're incrementing them so that your ad shares don't mature at the same time and then you have none. However, ideally, if they all matured at the same time, and mature means each share you buy matures at when it makes $1.20. So it's a 20% gain. And then at the higher levels, it's actually a 50% gain. So you put $1 in, you're going to earn $1.20 back every time. It's not going to be the next day, but every time you put $1 in, you will get $1.20 back. That's pretty cool, right? At the upper levels, when you put $1 in, you get $1.50 back. So that's why you get even more money as you work up. And this is really working for people. This is a screenshot, and this was done, you can see November 29th. So I took this a little while ago, but this is somebody earning $750. This is a max payout, $750. And she is saying, thank you. And you'll see that 60 other people like this. I mean, this is a very active group. Now, there's definitely people who are skeptical, for sure. And that's why I wanted to show you this from November 29th. This is Christy, and I've actually talked to her directly. She said by the end of December, by the beginning of the new year, she will be pulling out, she will be withdrawing daily more than she is making at her full-time job. And she is a very, very smart lady. You can see she's from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And this was Julie. And Julie says, yes, I was very skeptical at the beginning, but this is an amazing make money genuine program. And you have proofed it up to date progress. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's quite interesting sentence structure, I'll say. But you can see that this is working. And Sue right here, Sue and I have talked too. So you get to kind of know people. And these are real people whose there's at least 2 people that posted their husbands lost their jobs. And this is the way that they're covering all their bills. Like, I'm a single parent of 2 young kids. I have 4-year-olds, and I can see this changing our lives. This is going to give me the space and time that I need in order to be not just a better parent, but actually supply them with the life that I want to, and not just that I can, if that makes sense. I want to be able to take my children traveling and still be able to earn an income. That's what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to homeschool them so we can live all over the world. Like, I have dreams, and they're 4 now, so this isn't going to be for a few years, but being able to like live in Paris or France, at least. I really like Nice better. We'll probably go South France, but I want to live in France for a bit. I want to live in Ireland for a bit. I want to go visit South America. You know, I have ideas. I want to go to China. I want them to be able to experience the world. And this is something that I can see being able to do from anywhere, being able to have money at any time, and really creating a life that I know is going to change everything we do. So this is from Sue, and this was a few days ago, and then it was 10 hours when I took it. But yeah, she said her husband got laid off work. This is the reason they're having Christmas this year. And check it out. She started with $5, and she spent all summer promoting her progress. Or what she said is all summer putting 100% repurchasing. So she didn't take any cash out. She started with $5. And she is now able to have, like she said, this is the reason we're having Christmas. This has been a blessing. People, you can just see this, like, you know, bless you, appreciate you, great lifesaver, awesome. People are just so supportive. And it's really, I think, good for anybody who is wondering if this really works to see this. Like, these are real people. So here's another one. Tiziana took her 68th payment out. She took out $501.50. And Tanzil is on December 1st had made, what is that, $4,936 share earnings, $1,800 commission earnings, and just doing great. And sorry, my phone just blinked. I was wondering why. And Richard is showing that these are the amount he has taken out every day. So 182, 150, 136, 104, 30. You know, even if I was taking $100 or $200 out a day, that's still plenty to help support and supplement what I'm doing right now. And I am so sorry if there's a reason that people can't chat to me. That's a little annoying. I'm going to keep going. And I'll go on the Facebook group and get everybody started. So here is what the earnings models look like. Here's why you can start with $5. The first level of ad packs cost $1 each. Now, this says he had 250 shares, and really now it's maxed out at 200. You can have 200 shares at the $1 level. Once you have 200, you can't buy anymore at ad level 1, so it moves you up to ad level 2. and then you start buying there. You can start buying shares for the next level up once the level before that is at 100. So once you get to 100 shares at Add Pack 1, you can start buying shares at Add Pack 2. And when you get to 100 shares on Add Pack 2, you can start buying shares at Add Pack 3. That's where it starts getting interesting. Right around 3 and 4 is when you start seeing between like $30 and $50 a day profit. So, 30 times 30, 900 to about $1,200 extra a month. You could be taking this out right now in cash, but it would not be necessary. You can just keep repurchasing shares to get yourself up to the bigger levels. So he is saying right now he has made it up to Add Pack 10. His shares are worth 43,009. Oh no, I'm sorry. The cost of his shares was $43,915. That does not mean that he paid that much. He may have started with $100, $1,000, but just kept recycling the money. Then the shares are actually matured to 61,000. So his profit has been $17,000. $17,000 profit. And he started on September 29th. And in less than 2 months has made $17,000 profit. So you'll see his daily cash balance is $464. That's the amount he can take out per day. And the repurchase balance is $1,000. So this gets split into 30% that you can take out and 70% goes back into your repurchase balance. That's how this company stays sustainable. They get to have the split so that money keeps going back into your repurchase. But if you're taking 400 out and you're able to repurchase with 1,000, then you are doing fine. You're taking $400 out, that's $12,000 a month that you're making, and repurchasing with this, you are always going to keep your shares maxed out, which is good. Because when shares when they mature, they don't count towards your earnings. You can't earn on those shares that day. This is my progress. And my picture's sideways. I have no idea why, but there I am. And there you see my name is Biz Aaron. My ID is 77546. I started on November 20th. I took this picture on November 26th. I was at $47.78. And you'll notice this was my money that I had earned for this day. It was $7.13, so about $21 that I had made, and I had 376 shares. And then December 3rd, I was up to 151. So from November 26th to December 3rd, my shares, I'd earned, $105, $106 off my shares. I started making commission, and I was able to repurchase more shares. Now, this one is my most recent screenshot over here. This was December 7th, which is today. December 7th, there I am, Biz Aaron 77546. I now have 2 paid members, 6 free, and I've made $280. So from when I first, was looking $47 to $280, this is how much cash and repurchase I had for that day. This was just the day because I bought shares the day before, and now I'm up to 464. And actually now I have 471 shares. So I'm almost to the 500 level. And once I get to the 500 level, that's going to be awesome because I can start buying at the next level up. And that's going to be great. That's going to start increasing how much money I'm making every day. So I could take out easily take out $10 a day and make an extra $300 a month right now. Or I could let this cash sit there for a few days and then take out 30 or 100, or after 2 weeks, take out like $300, $600. But I'm just going to keep repurchasing my shares because I want to move up in the levels so that I can be earning more. All right. So this is how you do it. This is how we are going to start you making your money right now. Let me get this for you. This is Get Your Free Account. And you have to make sure it says Biz Aaron as your sponsor and 77546. That's my number. I was member number 77,546. And that is your URL. Like I said, it is free to start. So Money Mama should take you right to me. Oh, and it will be get account now. Okay, I'm making you a button too. There we go. Get account now. Biz Aaron 77546. If you see that when you go to create an account, you are creating it under me. Like I said, you do not have to put in any money right now, but make your free account because you can get started. However, if you don't become a paid member, you're not doing yourself any good. You're not going to be in the earning pools. You're not going to be eligible to start earning money ever at all. And that's kind of a good thing. You kind of want to be able to do that. So oh, you can hear me. Oh my gosh, for some reason, Kathleen's message just showed up. I think the messenger is working really, really slowly. Okay, now I'm getting them. That's so weird. I'll bet there's a lot of questions that have come up and I haven't been able to see them until literally just now. So Kathleen's saying hello, Kathleen's saying I can hear you, and I'm pretty sure she didn't just write that. So I'm going to keep an eye on that, see if more of them start popping up, but that's so weird. Anyway, when you go get your account right now, I can wait. You do BitDo Money Mama. It's going to ask you a few questions. Once you get that set up, oh, you also have to make your username all lowercase. It won't take it with any uppercase. Mine did. I think they must have changed it since I joined, but yeah, because I'm Biz Aaron with a capital E and capital E, no, capital B and capital E. Now Sherry's message is showing up too. This is so weird. I wish this is not working so goofy. Okay, because I know there's questions. I am also, once people start getting on and they start getting used to it, because right now this is just your introduction on how to get started, but once you actually get started and you start putting money in, you're going to have more questions pop up. And I will be here to help you. So I think what I might do is actually make this weekly training start earlier, maybe at noon my time, so that we can get all the Q&A of people who have started and they are making money and they're understanding what's going on, but they have more questions come up. Or, you know, as a few people have asked me, like, how do I explain this to other people so they get it? Well, we can go through a lot of those marketing things. I can also help you set up landing pages, all sorts of stuff. You know, I can even give you the video I made. I can take out the part where it has my link at the end and just give you a generic video. Like, you'll get a lot. I promise you, working with me, you will get a lot of perks. So, but anyway, do like the setup and walk through Q&A, and then have like the deep dive Q&A for everybody who's like, okay, here's my specific questions now that I'm started. So I'm stalling for a little bit. Make sure people can get their BitDo Money Mama. Go bit.do/Money Mama, get your free account. Make sure I'm the sponsor, Biz Aaron. And once you do that, you will be ready to look at the back end. So I want to show you, we're going to go do the live demonstration in a second. The important tabs. When you get into your account, the important tabs that you essentially really need are the Overview tab, the Finances tab, and the History tab. Pretty much everything else you can safely ignore. You can safely ignore everything else. You can go play with them, but you do not need to spend a lot of time getting to know the other tabs yet. The way you're going to make money and do what you need to do to continue being eligible to make money every day is in your Overview tabs, your Finances tabs, and your History. Those are the three. So let's get started. You created your free account, and this is a short link I made. I can show you how to make short links too directly to your sign up sponsor page, there were some problems. And I know Sherry actually had this problem where somebody joined. It wasn't her. She said it was somebody joined under her daughter, put money in, and then realized it was the wrong sponsor at the top. They will fix it. And when you get into the Money Mamas Facebook group, there is a file in there, which is also the same file because I just cut and paste it so it'd be easier for you to find. Got to move the cat. In the My Paying Ads official Facebook group. So you would join the Money Mamas on Facebook, and that's where I get to tackle all your questions and help you with more specific things. Definitely you want to join the official MPA group, which I believe is called My Paying Ads 123, but also the link is on the My Paying Ads website. So once you get your account, it'll say join the group, and you can just click that tab and go join the Facebook group. The reason I would think you want to do both, though, is because we're like a little club. We're like a little club on the big campus. So while you want to know what's going on and you want to go to full campus events, you also want to feel like you have the more specific support of the little group. And sometimes questions can get lost because there's so much activity on the big MPA group that your specific questions can kind of get buried and lost, or they might not get answered. Or most people are pretty good about being transparent, but if you just want like full disclosure on everything, that's what I'm willing and able to give you. So the next thing you do after you go to the Money Mamas group is go to the file section and download How to Get Started. That is a step-by-step guide, the checklist basically of what to do to just get started so you're earning money. And then join the official MPA group off of the website, and then start buying shares and start with whatever you want or can and add more. And it doesn't mean add more every day. That's not really what I meant. What I mean is like keep buying shares. You're going to be buying shares pretty much every day with what you earn, but you'll start to see that you may want to be adding more of your own money to see things move faster. And just because I'm impatient, I already have a plan of how I'm going to keep adding cash and putting more finances into it, because I really want it to grow to the point where, you know, I have made 10 times my initial investment back, and I want that to be quick. So like I said, you will make money. You have to make money. Unless you don't click your ads and you're not in the ad share pool, you will make money. It just, the variable is how quickly you make it because of how aggressively you start, or how many people you have come under you, or how much you take out in cash versus put back in and repurchase ad shares. So you will make money. You will. It just depends on you and what you can do in your situation on how quickly you'll do that. When you make your first funds transfer, yes, this is the bonus. I will give you 10% back, which is my entire commission from you. When you make your first funds transfer and it shows me that bing, somebody bought shares, I will PayPal you back 10%. Okay? So whatever it is that you start with, you will get 10% back right away. That's my gift for starting with me. That's what I want to do. I want to get you started. So the Money Mamas, we are going to grow. There's going to be contests and support and success updates. And the more we have those success updates, the more exciting it is, and the more motivated everybody stays, and the more we all benefit. That is my favorite part about all this. So let's go. I'm going to switch screens and stop screen sharing there. There, I'm back. And let me see if I type another message, if that's going to pop up more messages. Oh, can you see this typing? It's like every time I type, my last message comes up, and then everybody else has come up too. So we will do not worry, we will do another Q&A for everybody, especially people who are on the replay and you need some more questions answered. I am here to answer your questions. Let me open a new window so that I can share my screen with you again. And you'll be able to see what happens when you go into MPA. And this is your full live demonstration. Let's get going. Okay. This is what the site looks like. Let me see if I can get that fully in the screen for you. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Okay. Yes, I've had people look at this and say, oh, I cannot deal with this. There's too much going on. Yeah, okay. This one's actually not so bad. There's a lot of blinky stuff. Ignore it. Don't worry about it. You are not required or in any way obligated to do anything with any of these blinky things. Just leave the blinkies alone. Here is what happens. Like I said, at ad pack 1, it matures at $1.20, so 120% returns. What that means is your money, your ad pack plan shares, for every dollar you put in, it will keep earning you money until it pays off at $1.20. And then it will stop earning you money and you repurchase another one. So you start over. And when that one gets to $1.20, you stop. It's really exciting here. Yes, the shares are $50 a share, but do not worry, because by the time you're up to ad pack 10, you're not going to ever be putting cash out of your own pocket back in. You're going to be using your recycled money. I call it recycled because every time you earn money, you get to put it back in to earn more money. I have money probably that I could take out in smaller amounts, but I don't want to. You'll notice that up at the top, it says the last payout was $42.40. There's also a tab that says recent payouts. Check that out. So it says now the members are 95,000 members. I had estimated 91,000 this morning. And money paid out is 4.8 million. So since in the last 7 days, 6 days, what is it today? Why can't I remember? It's the 8th it is the 8th. Okay. So in the last 7 days, since I showed you the screenshot of their update, and that said 4.2 million, now it's 4.8 million. That's quite a bit of money that gets paid out to real people every day. The recent payouts, you can go check, and that will show you which member and how much they took out. There's a big amount, like 359. A lot of people take out small amounts. I noticed, which I thought was interesting, but just like $5 a day, $5 a day, $5 a day. That's a strategy too. I am going to let mine ride for much longer, like I said. And let's log into my back office. So when you register, you see how it says sponsor NA? You don't want that. You want to make sure to use my link. So it says Biz Aaron. Let's see if I can show you. So if you go bit.do/money mama, if I hit register now, do you see it says 77546 Biz Aaron? Okay, so that's definitely my link. So I log in, and now you're in my back office. Okay, there's always an ad. They actually just changed this. It used to be like a 10-second ad and you could click out, but I think because it is an ad, an advertising site, they need people to watch the ads. And there were some people complaining about, why do I have to spend 18 seconds watching an ad? And other people said, seriously, because that's the business model. Like, this is how people are going to keep giving money to my paying ads, is when they know people have to watch their ads. So really 18 seconds of my day, not a big deal. Right now, and then you'll see somebody else just got paid too, because that number changed to $7.50. Right now, I am at $6.64 in my cash, $39 in my repurchase balance. I have made $289 to date in my ad shares and $52.44 in my commission earnings. I own 471 active shares. Up at the top, it says you are on surf-free mode. That means I do not have to look at any more ads for the next, and here's my countdown, 18 hours, 40 minutes, and 19, 18, 17 seconds. And it even tells me the date. I do not have to look at ads until after December 9th at 8:32 a.m. If I went and watched 10 ads right now, this counter at 18 hours would reset to 24. And then it would also say that I do not have to watch ads until tomorrow at 1:52 p.m. It'll be in a 24-hour clock. So in order to fulfill my duty, I go here. I can click on surf ads and it comes up this page. I'm using Chrome browser. Chrome, for some reason, leaves a lot of these blank. I don't click on the blank ones because they don't seem to work and you don't get credit for watching them. If you're using, I don't know about Safari, but I do know about Firefox. Firefox comes up really pretty and everything is there. And so you click on an ad, it takes you to the page. Do you see the counter?
Hey everyone, this is Ryan, and if you're in,
and you wait on that for 10 seconds. And now it says, your click has been credited. You may close this window. And now it says visited. I just did one. I could do this one too. And again, the counter goes at the top. Now this one is an ad of many ads. Don't click on these or you're going to go out of my paying ads. All you have to do is this one window, wait till it gets to 10. It says your clicks have been credited. Go back here. Now I visited two. My thing, I just like to go sit here. So you notice how it's blanked out because you can't go click ads while you're watching another ad. So I just kind of sit here and wait for this to become active again. There. See how now it says visited and then I go click the next one. That's just what I like to do. I'm sure there are plenty of ways to look at ads, but you get the idea. I have now surfed 4 ads. If I do 6 more, which I don't need to do right now, but if I do 6 more, then my clock will reset for another 24 hours. So one strategy is to click 10 ads in the morning and then click 10 more at night, and then you're guaranteed that you will never be out of the surf free mode. When you have not clicked your ads, this is not a nice green box with you are on surf free mode. It's a red X and it says you have yet to surf ads today. So if you go surf 3 ads and you come back to this overview page, it'll say you have yet to surf 7 ads because you already did 3. So it'll do a countdown and let you know exactly how many more you have to do. It doesn't help, again, to like go surf 40 in a row. That doesn't do anything. So just do 10. And then if you want to, like 12 or 15 hours later, do another 10, or you could do it at 23 hours. It really doesn't matter. So let me show you the important tabs. That's the overview. Members tools, you can set your profile, look at your referrals, but the big ones are adding funds. Adding funds. This comes out of your PayPal, your Payza. I think most people I know use PayPal. You set that up at the beginning. Blockchain is actually Bitcoin, so they do use Bitcoin, which is cool for people who do that. I do not. I just go straight for my PayPal. It's pretty quick, but you will notice money comes out of your PayPal a few minutes before it shows up in your cash account. So do not panic. I think it even says like wait for 30 minutes. I've never had to wait more than like 2 minutes, but you may panic because you're wondering like, well, where did my money go? But they are really, really positively a solid company. And just give it a couple minutes to regenerate and update and it'll be there. So you select the amount you want. Your lowest you can do is $5. You could do 5 and then, you know, up to 1,000. It says if you want to do more than that, they might, for PayPal, they might, for security reasons, do a hold on it. Obviously, I told you I haven't even done $1,000, so I've just done littler amounts. The secondary thing is once you have added funds, you need to purchase your shares. Do not worry about surfy plans. That doesn't exist anymore. Withdrawal funds, you're not going to do that for a while. Referral commissions is going to show you how much money you made from your commissions. Don't worry about that either. Transfer funds you're not ever going to use. So your 2 big ones are add funds, which you're going to use just a little bit, and purchase shares. So let's go to purchase shares because I do have a little bit of money. I could purchase some shares. So like I said, at Ad Pack 1 is $1. Ad Pack 2 is $3. And Ad Pack 3, $5. Ad Pack 4 is $7 per share. $10 per share, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. Once you get 100 ad packs from a plan, you can start purchasing ads from the next plan up. That's what you can do. Then once you get to 200, it won't be an option anymore to purchase them. So when I come down here, my first one is Ad Pack Plan 3. If I tried to purchase 4 right now, it's going to tell me I can't because I haven't gotten to 100 in Ad Pack 3 yet. But because I have $13, I can buy 2 shares at $5 each. I'm going to say, use my repurchase balance first. You always do this. Use repurchase balance first and hit preview. It says, do I want to do that? Yes, I'm going to pay now. Ta-da! Now I go over here, and this is at 73. I did have 71. Now I have 73. And down here, and this tab is all under history. This is shares history. So I told you your 3 important ones are overview, finance, and history. So you go to shares history. And again, like it's going to say surf free plan history. Don't worry about that. My ad. So I maxed out plan 1, maxed out plan 2, and I'm 73 into plan 3. I actually might put more cash in just because I really want to get to plan 4 soon. But this is showing, and I'll do like 200. This is a running record of every time I bought shares. Let me see. The first day I bought shares was November 21st. So actually, even starting on November 20th wasn't quite accurate. There's where I put my first $20 in. And this is how much they've earned, $11.32, and they will mature at 24. So I can kind of keep track of that. When these start to get close to 24, I know that I'm going to have to buy some ads to keep my plan 1 maxed out. So you'll see when I was talking about there's a strategy to use, I think a good strategy is to purchase the ad shares in like smaller amounts. So 82 was the biggest. No, I guess I did 89 shares there, but not do like 200 at a time. And the only reason I think that is because these are going to now mature at different times so that I won't ever go under 100. Because if you go under 100 shares in any level, you won't be able to purchase shares above that level. So if you're at level 8 and your level 1 goes to 99, you won't be able to do anything with your level 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, or 2 until you get your level 1 over 100. The reason to max them out is because then you're making the maximum potential at each level, and you're most likely not ever going to go below 100. So if these 20 shares, let's say they mature and I don't notice for some reason, I'm not going to go below 100 because I have 200 shares at level 1. So I'll go down to 180, but that's not a big deal. Now, if I had level 2, or these 20 and these 82 shares both expire, both mature like at the same time, then I probably will worry because then I'll be at 98 shares because I'll go below 100 and then I won't be able to earn anything on those. So that's why you want to keep them maxed out. And again, my idea is to purchase them in like smaller amounts, but kind of frequently, because then these are all going to mature at different times and I won't really run the risk of not having my shares earning for me. So go back to overview and you'll see that my money has gone down. So my repurchase is at 0 again and my catch is at 3, but my active shares are now 473. And 500 is like the golden number. And then you say, hey, I've got 500 shares. Woohoo. And you're all excited. Okay. So that is the overview. On the advertisement, let me see if I do have ads here. So you see, I did put ads in. I've gotten 48 clicks here and 31 clicks here. Whatever, they're live and active. I'm just going to let those go. They're both from Money Mamas. I just put them up and I use my shares. So you'll see people do screenshots and have this surf banner credits at like 800,000 because they never actually do anything with the credits. I figured I might as well use my credits, and that's what I did. So I put Each of my ads has 10,000 credits for it. I'm not really sure what that does, but I did it. So we'll see. I'm just going to have it keep going. So, my name's getting out there. You'll have to let me know if my ad actually ever comes up in your cycle of what you're looking at. That'd be kind of funny. That'd be awesome. So that is the short of the short. And I really think that my chat box is being crazy delayed. So let's see, was there anything else to tell you right now? Not necessarily. That's actually everything. So the important things are go to Facebook and request to join Money Mamas. And actually, let me try something. It's not there. All right, never mind. Join Money Mamas. And then get your free account and don't keep it free. That's my challenge to you. Do not keep it free. And not because I need a benefit from this, but this is how you are going to start benefiting from it too. You are going to start seeing money come in, and we will have another training next week, and you can come back and hopefully, I don't know why my chat's not working. I think that's really weird, but whatever, it happens. Join Money Mamas, and all the questions that you have, you can come and ask me. That's going to be your number one thing. Come in to the Money Mamas Facebook group, come ask the questions. You have my email, and that's it. So I'm going to end this one. We're right at an hour. And like I said, ask the questions, and you're going to have plenty more questions come up, maybe about the company, how they make money. Hopefully I explained it enough, but because they are a company who shows ads, they make their money by showing ads. There's actually a paid model where you can pay to have your ads shown to everybody too. You're going to see a lot more people showing a lot more ads for my paying ads because they want people who have to do surfing to join their programs. But not all the programs are free. That's why they're advertising them. Okay, so great. Welcome. Welcome to Money Mamas, and have a fantastic day. And I will see you soon.